What's good, everybody? It's your boy Taco. Today we are back with another video, and week 10 is here. We've got 15 games to predict, so we are going to predict them. Last week also had 15 games. I went 12-3. I believe my total is 97-45. And the four teams that are on a bye are the Raiders, Seahawks, Browns, and Packers. There's 14 games to predict. But yeah, let's get into them. Still no perfect games this year. If Dallas kicked an extra point instead of going for two with like 8 seconds left for no good reason, I would have won that one. Or I would have had a perfect score. But no. Stupid Dallas. Start off on Thursday Night Football with the Bengals and the Ravens. When you look at the Bengals, they had a very solid win last week. The Raiders, you took care of business. You had the one pick six, but other than that, you killed that team. Yeah, offense looked good, defense looked good, everything looked good. On the other side, the Ravens, you played the Broncos, who won 5 of their last 6. You know, they looked good, and you beat the brakes off of them. The Ravens play good teams and beat the crap out of them. Sometimes the Ravens, lose to teams like the Browns, but they can blow out any team. They have the offense for it. I think that offense shows up. I think it's a shootout. Last time these two teams played, it was 41-38. I think this one, 37-30. I usually don't predict high games like that, but trust me, this is going to be a shootout in the Ravens offense. It's one of the most efficient. It's one of the best I've ever seen. And I think that it's just going to click again, and the Bengals are going to look good, but they're not going to be good enough. Give me the Ravens. Then, in revenge for World War II, we have given Germany the Giants and the Panthers. When you look at the Giants, they had a couple okay wins early in the year, and they've kind of just fallen off after that. Last week, it was the Commies. You played the Commies, competitively enough, but you didn't win. And that's what you need. Yeah, just not good for the Giants. And they started the season off, they didn't look too bad. On the other side, the Panthers, that's a team who put their heart out there and they won a game. They won a game of football. That's, for the Panthers, that's pretty good. Bryce Young looked good. That team looked good. And I have it continuing. I have them winning this game 17-13. Yeah, I know that the Saints aren't really great competition, but I have faith in the Panthers to get a win over a team like the Giants. And I mean, one team's gotta win this game, man. Sorry, Germany. Actually, not sorry. You started 2 world wars, jerks. And it is the 1 o'clock slate, starting with the Bears and the Patriots. The Patriots last week played the Titans. It was a close game. Yeah, the Titans aren't a great team, but, you played them. You played them really well. I mean, the last play, that miraculous Drake May play, and he's played pretty decently too. Yeah, I like what the Patriots have going on, but they're a rebuilding team. Everybody knows that they are. Yeah, that's how it is. When you look at the Bears, last week they played and, they lost to the Cardinals. Not a good showing for the Bears. The defense in the last bit of the game crumbled, or in the last bit of the half crumbled, the way that they crumbled in the last bit of the game the week before that. Yeah, with that being said, the Patriots are still a worse team, and I still have the Bears coming out 20-14, getting a little sneaky, gritty win. I do think that the offense is going to get better than they have looked the past couple of weeks. Yeah, give me the Bears. And it is the Bucs and the Niners. When you look at the Bucs, they have had 3 straight losses, I believe. They were all to very good teams. The Falcons are 6-3, the Ravens are very good and 6-3, and the Chiefs are undefeated. They played the Chiefs very competitively. I'm very proud of that team with the Bucs. They should have went for 2, but yeah, Bucs are a good team. On the other side, the Niners, it hasn't all come together yet. There are some rumors about CMC being back. I'm not buying it. I'm not putting it into this prediction. But you're 4-4. You look good at sometimes. You look like the Niners But then sometimes you just lose games you shouldn't have. With that being said, they're still a very good 4-4 team, and I have them getting this win here. These are very good teams for being 4-4 and 4-5. But I have the 49ers getting this win 27-23. Yeah, the Niners will be able to show up, especially Bucks pass D isn't good, and I think that the Niners can exploit that. And if they have CMC, it might be even better. You got the Chiefs and the Broncos. When you look at those Broncos, bad week last week. You lost to the Ravens, as we talked about. Ravens, they're a good team. They know how to blow you out, and they cooked you. Bo Nix had that one receiving touchdown. That was cool. But yeah, overall though, it still has been a good season for the Broncos. They still won 5 of their last 7 now. Defense looks good. The Chiefs are undefeated, and I'm tired of it. The Black Magic. They got DeAndre Hopkins for less than Jonathan Mink. The team, it annoys me. Boo. And yeah, you're still going to get a 23-17 win because you are the Chiefs and you are the better football team here. Sadly. And it is the Colts facing off against the Bills. When you look at the Colts, last week it was Joe Flacco in there, and for the first time, Joe Flacco disappointed. I mean, there was that playoff game against the Browns. But in late, sleepy Joe Flacco comeback, he disappointed last week against a good Vikings defense. And yeah, the team just disappointed in general. The Vikings, they gave you opportunities and you couldn't capitalize. You put up 13 points and 7 was on a fumble touchdown, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, when you look at the Bills, really good. They find ways to win. I know that the Dolphins played them very close, but they find ways to win. They win consistently, and they're going to win again. 30-21. Bills are just going to be able to win this game. They're a great team, and they'll be able to show it again. Then you've got the Steelers and the Commies. When you look at the Steelers, you're 6-2. You've had a really easy schedule. Now you run into a buzzsaw. It's all 6-year divisional opponents, the Commies, the Chiefs, and the Eagles. Yeah, it's going to be hard for Pittsburgh, but you have jumped out to a great start, and your teams look pretty good. You had a bye last week, but overall, been a very good team. On the other side, the Commies, obviously they surprised us all last week. You did your job against the Giants. You got a win. That's all that you can ask for, and the Commies are a great team. I think that they'll be able to win this game. 24-18. Give me the Washington Commanders. Yeah, it's a good team. And next Thursday night, it's most likely going to be a big key for winning the division. And let me just kind of pre-fire this prediction. We winning. And you got the Jags and the Vikings. When you look at the Jags, they have been bad. They're 2-7. They played the Eagles pretty closely. The Eagles themselves made it pretty close because they're stupid coaches, and the refs also gave you guys a free touchdown. But the Jags, it hasn't been great this year. You have a couple moments where your offense looks really good, and then just times where it doesn't. The Vikings, you got back in the win column last week against the Colts. Yes, it wasn't the Colts' best game. Yes, it wasn't your best game. But a win is a win, and you don't need to have your best game to beat the Jags, and I think that you'll do enough to beat the Jags. Give me 23-14 in favor of Minnesota. Sometimes the Jags just look incompetent, and they will be able to do enough to beat that Jacksonville Jaguars team. And to end off the 1 o'clock slate, it's the Saints and the Falcons. When you look at the Saints, it's bad. It's bad. When you look at the Falcons, you're 6-3. Your offense has really performed. I really like what I've been seeing from the Falcons. You're winning football games consistently. It seems like they found their quarterback and they found the fix to their franchise. They're looking pretty good. They're in prime position to win the NFC South. I don't see it stopping here. Give me the Falcons 34-17. Most teams right now can steamroll the Saints, and you're going to be the one to do it today. Starting off with the only 405 game, I believe, the Titans and the Chargers. When you look at the Titans, you had a good win last week. Yes, the Patriots kept it close, but you were able to come out in overtime, force the stop. Or no, you were able to go out, score, and then force the pick. And that was enough that you needed. You played a good enough game to win in the NFL, which is hard to do. The Chargers, they're 5-3. They've looked pretty decent as of recently. They're getting their groove. Herbert looked really good against the Browns. The defense looked good. It's been looking up for the Chargers. I don't see it stopping. 21-15. Again, a little bit of like a lower scoring. They kind of let the Titans in it, which you don't want. But the Titans are actually in a lot of games. They just don't win them. And that's going to happen again. You got the Jets and the Cards. When you look at the Cardinals, you're 5-4. You're in a great position to win the NFC West. Yes, the Niners are going to come back. Yes, the Seahawks are going to come back. But you're in a good position, and, the playoffs are always open. There's a lot of good NFC teams. I would say the Saints, the Panthers, the Giants, right now the Cowboys are kind of the only four that are, like, out of it. But, yeah, NFC's looked really good. Cardinals are a part of that. They've been playing really well. Got a very good win last week against somebody important. On the other side, the Jets, you looked good on Thursday Night Football. You were able to get a dub. I mean, that's pretty good. Aaron Rodgers looked good in the second half. Garrett Wilson, that catch was amazing. But yeah, I do have the Cardinals winning this game, 27-24. Cardinals have been a very good team. Yes, the Jets had one good week. I kind of have them still playing some good football, but I don't have them doing enough to beat Arizona. And who the heck did Arizona? Oh, they played the Bears. Yes, I keep forgetting about that game. They played the Bears. They beat the crap out of the Bears. They look really good. But yeah, give me the Cards. The Eagles. And it's Dallas. I don't care that Dak's out for this game. I don't care that the Cowboys have lost 3 straight now. It's always close. I have a severe hatred for the Dallas Cowboys, as I think everybody does, who, has a soul, doesn't like satanic rituals, sacrificing chickens, all the bad things that the Dallas Cowboys do. It's a bad organization. And in Dallas, we don't win a lot. We don't win a lot in Dallas. So, it will be a close game. I have the Eagles winning 21-17. And, Cowboys. Boom. And Sunday Night Football. The Lions and the Texans. The Texans are going to be wearing cool uniforms, and I believe getting Nico Collins back. That's huge, that passing offense, especially since they've been missing Diggs. They looked awful last week. They lost Kenyon Green, their guard, from the season, which isn't a huge loss, I'll be honest. But yeah, the Texans, they haven't looked good. I think that they'll be able to get on track on offense. Stroud's going through a little bit of a tough spurt. I think he'll be able to get back on track. Lions, though, are still amazing. Lions beat the Packers. The better team didn't win, blah, blah, blah. That didn't matter because the Lions are always the better team. I think they're the best team in the league, and I think that they're proving it again. Give me 35-20 over the Houston Texans. Detroit Lions are always good at football. They'll be able to show it on prime time. And Monday Night Football, the Rams and the Dolphins. When you look at the Rams, they are winners of 3 straight, I believe. They were 1-4. They've really gotten back on track since that bye week. I believe it was since the bye. Have Puka back at full force, even though he just punched somebody. I'm guessing if he would have gotten suspended, I would have heard. Have Cooper Kupp back. The Rams offense has been clicking, but the Dolphins with Tua just look insanely different. They've averaged 27 a game. Well, they had 27 both games with him. I don't think that they had 27 at all before Tua came back. That offense looks different, and I like them again. These are two hot teams. I like both of them. I like the Dolphins a little bit more. Give me 34-27. The Rams just lost Tre'Davious White. The only person I can name in that secondary is Cam Curl and Cameron Kitchens because he had the 100-yard pick six. Yeah, which means that the Dolphins, Mike McDaniel and the Dolphins are going to beat the crap out of them. Offensively, 34-27. That's going to be it for this video. Hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the channel. And I will see y'all in the next one where hopefully I get new glasses because these ones are broken. I've been fixing them all video. Peace.